Don't blink, yes you blink. Welcome to another show. You guys are doing well on this 28th January 2025. Welcome to the very first video of the day. But we're awake because we filmed a lot already. So on the menu today, three video that are super fun, super nice to do. The very first one is would I date myself, right? So I was watching a show and there was Jerry Springer because again on Netflix they did a documentary, right? And they were talking about the wonderful world of Jerry Springer. Yeah, the sun is rising slowly behind me, but it's not yet. There's still a lot of time. Plus, my camera is misbehaving. For the video of the day, Allmax. There you go. Allmax E-Cuts. Super good product so far, right? Gonna be mixing up a little bit. We're gonna be putting in water and adding water as we go. So the question, and he was asking some really good question, right? And it was always his Jerry Thought at the end. And the Jerry Thought was one of the most important part because, well, I have to tell you the story. Okay. So Jerry Springer, there was a time where I came into the apartment, and I always said how I didn't have TV, right? That's technically not true. After about 2-3 years in the apartment without TV, my father told me about an antenna. And the antenna, I think you can still see it, the antenna in the square there. That's the antenna. I would capture some of the show. One of the channels that we captured was the CW. A lot of you guys know the CW. And the CW had a day. It was an amazing day. As a gamer, it was an amazing day. I would wake up at 7, right? Do my things. And at 7, it was the Jerry Springer show, right? Do my thing and catch part of it. But I would actually miss it. Most of the time I would miss it because I would get it at 3:30 or at 3 and 3:30. So at 8 o'clock we had Steve Volkos. At 9 we had Maury. There was another one. Steve Volkos, Maury. I think I was catching Jerry Springer too. I think Jerry Springer was like at 12. I don't remember. It's been a while. It's been years and years and years and years. And I would catch a few of them. And the Steve Wilkos, I actually was my least favorite. I did like Steve. I did like the show that he had on. But Steve was a little bit more aggressive. You know, the beauty cheese. We opened up this bag of cheese. We gotta be opening up. I was cleaning yesterday. I found it under a bag of ramen. It's not all dried up. Like a cheese jerky. She was good. With the beauty of my favorite was way more Jay Springer or Maury. They had a way of doing things that was very special. So with Maury, like a situation, and he would laugh because it's a crazy situation. With Jerry Springer, he was a master because Jerry Springer was a master at just putting those two people together. So those two people that have a conflict, they don't like each other. So what they'll do is they'll just put them against each other, let them talk. When Jerry feels that there's something, that could be a cool video to do too. So you know what? When I date myself, the original video will be the part 2 of this video. Okay. So no, you know what? Fuck it. I did say it was when I date myself, it's gonna be what I did myself. So exactly what happened was Jerry Springer was a really good master. Jerry Springer was my favorite. Because Jerry, I like Jerry a lot. Jerry was funny. Jerry was actually when you look at Steve, when you look at Maury, when you look at Jerry, they were tree navigator, right? So in the case of Maury, it was more so I listened to conversation, right? I'm laughing about it. But when it's time, when the spirits are high, I'm laughing because it's funny. It's crazy. Those people that come in are crazy. There's even an episode with Lil Nas, and of course it's a mise en scène. It's fake, but still. And with Steve, what I didn't like was Steve was getting really involved. And I'm like, dude, let's see the chaos. Let's see the circus. It was very unhealthy. It was very, very unhealthy. It was very unhealthy in the ways of, I'm gonna have to, fuck, I don't want to make it too big of a video. Okay. See, Steve was more so, hey, I want to introduce myself now. And it was taking a lot of place, and something that didn't need to take place of. It's like a date, right? It's like a chaotic date, a toxic date. I have to do my hair. Dude, they're a mess. See, long hair, you have to take care of them. Otherwise, they don't look good. And I want them to look good because I want to give you guys a audio. So I'm going to be right back. As we are going to be able to see a little bit of the sunrise. I hate it because I wasn't like that before. I wasn't like, oh, look at me, right? It was more so. But now that I feel better about the way I look. It's a bit better. I forgot the lights. So with these three, and also it was very good because I keep imagining how I was in need of social. So we went to the radio and just to listen to social, but this was also social. So with Paul Murray, I don't know why I'm calling Paul. That's not his name. With Murray, once again, really relax when you need to be there. There was a very, very human side to Murray. Very human side. Very you know what? These are people. These are fucked up people, but these are people. He was like, no, you're an asshole, you're gonna pay. Right? And then there was Springer. Was my favorite show. The beauty of Springer was that he would come in and he would laugh with them and he would laugh at them because it was a circus. He knew it was a circus, right? But what I love about Murray was he's very insightful. So, no, I'm sorry. What I like about Springer was he's very insightful. So, Wilco's part of it. Murray, a spectator. I would say Springer was a narrator. He would tell them. And I was watching one of his show because they're free on YouTube. And he had the question. The question. Oh, I don't want to skip it because I don't want to make a big video, but I don't want to skip it. See, with the Murray and the Steve and it was a beautiful show because you had human nature. No matter how dark it was, let's publicize it. Let's make it on TV. It was a show that shouldn't be on TV, right? And if you look at, I was watching this documentary with WWE and how sexual they were, right? And how weird it was. And you should do the same thing. It was very dark TV, but TV was entertaining. And you were watching a shit show. It was almost reality TV, almost. And then what happened was, I was watching them every single day. I got a job. I was working during the day. When I left that job and I had another job during the night, I couldn't watch it anymore. I kind of lost faith, and not lost the passion of it. Because it's a show that you watch every single day, and it's chaos that you're willing to watch every single day. Then your brain record that this is chaos, and when you have a quiet life, your brain is not going to be, hey, give me chaos, give me chaos. Jerry Springer asked you a question: would you date yourself? Right? And of course, because it's on YouTube, the video ends there. There's no. So usually you have the Jerry insightful. I don't know why. The person who edited was like, hey, Jerry's like, gotta ask yourself. He was like, talking to people and said, you gotta ask yourself, I did myself, and then poof, another video. I'm like, wait, I'm not done. I'm not done watching my show. Also, I think Jerry Springer, Final Thought, was beautiful because on one hand, you were like, hey, I'm actually getting something that's insightful. I'm getting chaos, but something that's insightful. And the question, would I date myself, is, would I date myself? And the answer is no. I wouldn't date myself. Now, of course, I just talked about how I feel prettier. I feel like I feel like I'm prettier, honestly. I feel more confident in the way I look. And that's because of you guys, because you guys are complimenting me on the way I look, which is never something that never happened. That means a lot to me. But would I date myself? And it's actually kind of a nice question, because you think it's a stupid question, right? And of course, after Ing Vendetta, classic Ing Vendetta style, we made fun of it. Oh, I would date myself. I would take myself to a restaurant. And that was a plan. That was the plan of the video. And I thought about it. And I was like, yeah, but would you really date yourself? Right? And then like, no, because I wouldn't call myself back. Sometimes I don't call back people. I wouldn't text myself. I don't text my significant other. I'll text them once a day. Because I do prefer that. But see, I'm a weird person. I'll text you once a day. And we talk. So I'm like, okay, well, we talk. That's cool. There's no time limit on how much time we talk. However, we talked already. So we don't really need to talk it another time. That makes sense? Right? Oh, we're perfect. No, we're not. We're missing 7. Good. We're farming on art nights. After that, we're gonna be checking out the outside. I kind of filmed. I'm having a problem with this phone. Since the guy repaired it, I'm gonna have to go back today. But don't worry, I'll do a TikTok live to repair it. So I was asking myself, how romantic would I be with myself? And then I talked to myself. And then I was like, okay, well, I wouldn't date myself. Not because I'm not a lovely guy, but because, I think I would date myself for a couple of weeks, realize I'm not the right person for me, and I would go. But this question is actually quite important. This is a stupid question, of course. And you want to make fun of it because it's so stupid. But is it stupid though? Or I think it makes a little bit of sense. Then the little bit of sense that it does is actually quite phenomenal. So the little bit of the sense that it does is the sense that not only I shouldn't date somebody else, because if I don't date myself, why would I date somebody else? And second of all, it's a reason for you to take care of yourself a bit more. So for example, and it's weird. It's weird because you're like, why wouldn't you date yourself? But then you realize that what you're looking for in a partner, right? See, you can see somebody in front of you, and you ask them, and you read like that girl, and that's that girl. What are you looking for in a partner? So, well, I'm looking for this. I'm like, ugh, that's a lot. But now you ask yourself, what am I looking for in a girl, right? There's a ton of time that you are looking for a girl, but you don't tell her. Because, for example, I tell her, oh, I want a girl that's loyal, right? You don't tell her because you think it's normal, right? Maybe she's looking for a polygamous relationship, and you're looking for monogamy, right? You don't know. I think it's actually a really good question. It's a really good question. Because I don't want to make too many videos today. I'm even going to add a number 3 to this video. A third part to this video. I think I'm going to close the light because I don't really need it. You're going to tell me if the light level is nice because the sun is rising? Not so much, huh? Yeah, not so much. Not so much. Yeah, so the third part is even when you ask yourself, would you date yourself? Right? I think there's also quite a... Oh, we dropped some water. Give me a sec, I have to clean that up. We're keeping the water bottle close by so we can fill it up. It's okay, doesn't matter. We have 4 chairs. So I put 2 on top of each other, and now it fell. I'll fix it after. So, with relationship, especially nowadays, I think there's 3 relationship. So friendship, because it ends in a ship. Situationship and a relationship. So with the friends, what are you looking for in a friend? What kind of friend are you? Relationship, right? In a relationship, what kind of person are you looking for versus what kind of person? What can you offer? Right? Like, okay, that's kind of cool. I like it. I like that. And it's nice because you tell yourself, okay, well, these 2 I can take care of. I also forget the sexual part of a relationship, a situationship, a fuck friend, right? And a fuck friend is really important because, well, a fuck friend is different because you're in your head, you're asking yourself, okay, I like this person, but do I like them physically? Because it's a fuck friend, right? So you don't really need to get involved romantically speaking. You can have emotion. I think fuck friend are friends. There's emotion in friendship, right? But I think there can be love, but I like you versus I love you. Or I love you versus I'm in love with you, right? That's a fuck friend or a relationship. And then you're asking yourself, a relationship. And then you understand that with relationship, you're kind of more looking for someone that is pleasing to the eyes. Because you as you tell yourself, well, it's only sex, right? There's no emotion. So I'm going to put on my priorities. You see, when you look at a relationship, priorities is, oh, she's really kind to me, right? And it's fuck friend. You're like, I don't care if she's kind. I'm seeing her once a week, or 2 times a week, or 3 times a week, or every single day of the week, but only for a couple hours, right? If you're lucky, not lucky, it's a couple seconds, right? It's a big jump, but hey, we know it happens, and we know it does happen. And then you look at what you're able to bring. But this is a very different situation because the question was, would I date myself, right? The question, would I date myself, is no, because I wouldn't treat myself right. And then you want to ask yourself the same question for, would I fuck myself? The answer is no, because that's fucking weird, right? I don't think I would fuck myself. But then, is it really that weird that I know some people that said, no, I would do it with myself? I don't know. And even then, I don't know what's wrong with me, but I think it's weirder for a dude to say that than a girl. I don't know. I have no clue why. If a girl told me that, I was like, okay, cool. If a dude told me that, I would say, okay, weird. That's not normal that I think like that, but that's the way I think, right? So that's one, that's two. But the question is, am I physically attracted to you? Because that's also important. And we have a couple of different ways to see things, because I know what I'm attracted to, right? My neighbors what they know what they're attracted to. My other neighbors know what they're attracted to, right? But there's no general sense of beauty. So the general sense of beauty that you're gonna see is, am I a 10? So people would ask you to rate them physical appearance on a note of 10. Sorry for the pause. I had to log in a couple hours. At the Poop Factory. So logs and factory. So then the system of rate me on 10. That system is flawed. For some people, you're 8. For some people, you're a 9. For some people, you're a 10, right? For some people, you're a 2. There's no general sense. There's no general sense of what is a 10, right? And then you see, and I'm talking about more women because I'm attracted to women, right? So we're seeing the on social media and the that's really good. Almost cakey. And then you see the social media and you see people that put filters after filters after filters after filters after filters. And that doesn't make any sense. South Park. And the episode on it. And that episode was really good because it was about dating a girl. It was showing a picture of the girl, but the girl didn't look like that in real life. Not eating? Good. So, come back to it. Such a different thing. Such a different emotion, right? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Because we all have standards, right? But how hard are these standards? If I'm seeing a girl that's literally perfect, has every single quality that I'm looking for, but physically speaking, she's not my type, what do I do? Or if I see a girl that is physically super interesting, but emotionally hard-hearted, or not hard-hearted, I don't know. I don't know what to do. But the question was not that. The question was, would I date myself? And it's your perception in love, it's a perception of yourself. And the answer is no. So do we have to work on that? I think so. Anyway, love you guys. Take it easy. I'll give you like a surprise because you guys have been really cool. So you see, we're done with the dailies, right? Which is really nice. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch to Tokyo Ghoul. And then what I'm going to start doing is after I'm done with Tokyo Ghoul, I'll be back right away. That way, because it's been a couple of days, we forgot to finish Tokyo Ghoul, we forgot to finish Arc Knight. It's not good. I'll give you a little reward. You want a freaking reward? I'll give you a little reward. What's the reward I give you? Bam 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 bam. I love that song. Howling back for you. And there you go. Little surprise. Why did I pause? I actually want you guys to think that I have this huge mansion, right? And I don't want you guys to see that there's a chair we're sitting on. That way you have I'm looking for the word. Expectation of how big the apartment is. Look how cold it is. We're smoking cigars. Love you guys. Take it easy. Peace.